That obviously puts them in good shape. If they're winning meets where they're competing against everybody else in the district, you got to think that's a good sign. And they have done that consistently all year. Claudia Johnson was the overall winner for the girls on the individual side of things. And then the boys came in second. Snake River boys golf team is exceptional. And right now in the district to qualify for state on the boys side of things in golf, it's American Falls and Bear Lake fighting it out for second place. And the Bears came away with the win yesterday, head-to-head. In fact, that's 2 wins this week, head-to-head against American Falls as they beat them in the Marsh Valley course up there in Lava Hot Springs earlier in the week. So good things happening in golf. Baseball got their first district win of the year. The other day they traveled to American Falls, got that big win, 19-1 over the the American Falls Beavers. So it's been a good day, good week to be a Bear Lake Bear when it comes to competing against American Falls. And we're hoping the Bears can continue their winning ways today against the Preston Indians here. It's a beautiful day. We're up here in the booth, as you can see, and got a pretty good view of the field. Hope you can see. You won't be able to see the extreme outfield lines. That's just the nature of the beast. But you can see the Bear Lake Bears on the first base side in their blue uniforms with the pinstripes on the tops. And Preston will be in their home uniforms, white with black pants. You guarantee the team wearing royal blue will win the game today, that's for sure, as these two teams share a color scheme, but should be pretty easy to tell them apart. And we're excited to get some softball on the air for you. Like I said, as we first came on the air, these two teams leading the district, these two teams qualify for state from 5th District, and Preston in softball is in our district. I know they're not in the other sports except for volleyball, but they are in softball. So these two teams right now in the driver's seat for the district title, and the two teams likely to qualify for state. Obviously, American Falls is a good team, but you got to like the chances of Bear Lake and Preston, who have won the 2 games that each of them have played against the American Falls Beavers, and both of those games were American Falls. So if home field advantage means anything, you would think Preston and Bear Lake should take care of business against American Falls when they play them at home. So, in fact, that's the next home game for this softball team. They are home against American Falls, if I'm not mistaken, on Wednesday. So after today, the next game the Bears play will be AF. Then they'll finish their season off with Snake River and Marsh Valley come to town. In fact, this is the last road game of the season for the Bear Lake Bears.
Woohoo.
The last true road game until possibly districts and or state. If the Bears are able to finish first in the district, they would host the district tournament, so may not have to play on the road even for that. But they do play in a Malad tournament next week, but those are all neutral site games. And then the rest of their home games after today are at home. Let's take a quick break, as you're not going to be able to hear the national anthem anyway. We'll come back with Bear Softball right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
My name is Benjamin Bozen. I am a family medicine physician. I really enjoy providing care to the whole family, from newborns to elderly care. I like athletes and sports medicine, and then I also do osteopathic manipulative therapy, which is a hands-on treatment. My ultimate goal is to be your advocate and to help you have the best life that you can have, to help you achieve your goals.
Welcome back to the complex.
Welcome back. Preston and Bear Lake set to play softball on a beautiful Friday afternoon. And should be a good one. We're looking for an excellent game here. Peyton Crockett, the senior, will lead off for the Bears, try to get things started. And this one, hopefully, this one could be a shootout. I'm excited. This is a game that I've had marked on the calendar for the last few weeks as I've been watching Preston continue to win. Bear Lake racking up some pretty good wins, and both of them have won 10 games this year. Bear Lake has played more, so they're 10-3, and the Preston Indians have only played the 10 games. They haven't lost yet this year. Common opponents say it should be good. Max Preps thinks it should be good. And so we're ready. Here's the big game of the year. Preston at home and Bear Lake on the road. These teams will meet in about 2 weeks in Bear Lake. You know, normally this time of year we're not talking about Bear Lake home games. We're hoping to get on the field. This year we've already had a home game. We've got a bunch of them still coming up. It's been a fantastic weather year for softball and baseball. A little bit of a wind today could affect things a little bit, blowing out towards left field. So if you get in the ball in the air to the left side, it could sell. This outfield is a little bit deeper than at Bear Lake, especially left field. Center's a little bit close, you know, about the same as Bear Lake maybe, but the down the lines is deep. But with the wind, it easily you could see some things go out of the park, some balls if they get in the air, especially, like I said, to left. It's been a windy spring, and today's no difference. Other sports going on this weekend. The track team is at Shelley right now, taking on, it's a big meet, Shelley Invitational. So looking for some good results there. We've had a lot of good things happening in track this year. Baseball off for the weekend. They next play next Wednesday in Snake River. And then the golf team is going to be on the road in Blackfoot on Monday. So lots going on with Bear Lake High School sports. Peyton Crockett stepping into the box. Jones, the pitcher. And we're ready for softball. And Jones will look to the dugout, get the sign. Step on the bag, and Carlson says, let's play ball. Here's the first pitch. And it's going to be a foul ball down the line, and it's going to go foul. It was a question of whether or not it was going to be caught. It was not. He got far enough out of play. So 0-1 is the count here in the top of the first on your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare, you can count on them to care. Visit them at blmhospital.com. Crockett back in the box. Jones set to deliver. Here is the 0-1, and that's the same pitch, but this one's going to be caught. Same pitch, same swing, same result, only this one stayed fair, and Archibald comes over from her second base position and makes the catch down the line. Out number one on a little pop fly right on the first base line. Pope now stepping into the box for the Bear Lake Bears. BP, the daughter of Coach Quinn Pope, a senior center fielder for the Bear Lake Bears. Here's the pitch, low and in for ball one. Pope, if Crockett's on base, quite often will bunt herself on, but today with nobody on, maybe she'll be swinging the bat here at her first plate appearance with one out. Here in the top of the first inning, Bear Lake Bears, Preston Indians. And that's going to be a ground ball. It's going to be knocked down by Archibald at second to first in time. And that was a good play by the first baseman, Dunn, over there to keep with that, because that hard ground ball kind of handcuffed Archibald. She had to make a quick throw, but she gets it to Dunn in time. She stays on the bag, and 2 up, 2 down. Now Cambria Romrell, the catcher for the Bear Lake Bears, steps in the box with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch swinging. It's a drive to left field, and it's going to take one hop to the fence. And Romrell is going to scamper into second base with a double. First pitch swinging, and she doubled it off the fence. That was a drive.
Yep, good hit.
That's one of those that in Bear Lake might have been over the fence.
She's been very consistent with her hitting this year, and she tends to go that direction, left center.
Nice swing of the bat right there for Cambria Romrell. She's standing down at second base, and that brings Abby Humphreys, the junior third baseman, to the plate with a runner in scoring position. She's got first pitch swinging, a little spinner. It's going to fall, and everybody's going to be safe. So that one was a little kind of fluky pop fly.
Not a great one, but it did what it needed to anyway.
It fell where nobody could catch it. Behind the pitcher and the first baseman and the second baseman both ran for the ball as well. So nobody was on first. I don't know, call that a ground ball single?
I don't know. She's getting her ass down there by
Hey, it worked.
Coach Humphreys.
Her
on
dad's the first base coach. It worked, and that brings Lindsay Fisher. She's the DP today. She's hitting but not playing the field, as Romrell is catching. Romrell is pitching and swinging a miss on the strike one for strike one. And she wanted all of that one. Nice pitch there by Jones to get it past her. And 0-1 now with 2 on, with a double and a single are the base runners. Romrell down at third, Humphreys at first. Fisher in the box. Here's the 0-1, and that one's a foul ball back off the catcher. Hit off the catcher's glove, hit Gary Carlson behind the plate. They're all okay. And now it's 0-2, so now Jones has a couple pitches to play with. Fisher, pretty good hitter. This could be a good battle. And if she can get a hold of one, it will give the Bears their lead, and it does. It's going to be down the line. Romrell digging for third. The throw is cut off, and so she'll get in there. So the single scores a run. And the line drive single down the left field line scores a run. Humphreys scampers down to third on the play. And Fisher stayed at first. So it's one run in on a 2-out rally as the last 3 batters have all got a hold of it. Now here comes Ellie Romrell, freshman pitcher, hitting number 6 in the lineup today with a chance to do some more damage. And she's going to do it. Nice little swing, and the ball is into left field. And Humphreys scores, and everybody's safe on the single. And that was just a little pop fly to shallow right field. And Humphreys scores. Bears with the 2-out rally. 4 hits in a row, 2 runs have scored. Runners at first and second. Maddie Michael, who's playing in left field today. So Fisher as second, Ellie Romrell down at first. Michael fouls that one up straight in the air. The catcher can't find it in time. That's one of those that's when it's popped up right behind the plate like that, sometimes hard to find. And so it just falls quietly for a foul ball. 0-1 is the count. But the Bears were down to their last strike and have now scored 2 runs on 4 straight hits to take the 2-0 lead. Here's the 0-1 to Michael, swing and a miss. That one was upstairs, nice pitch by Jones. That's a rise ball. Those are so hard to leave alone, and they're also so hard to hit. Great pitch. And it's 0-2 after the swing and the miss. Jones has only thrown 12 pitches, but the Bears have 4 hits. That one's way high in the air. It's going to stay up there forever, and is caught by Madsen, the shortstop, for the 3rd out, but not before the Bears put up 2 after 4 straight hits. We'll be back to see if the Preston Indians can catch back up right after this on the SBI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Trevor Jacobson. I'm a family practice provider here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. After graduating high school at Bear Lake High School, I went to BYU, Idaho to play baseball. After a year, went on a LDS mission to Chile. Ended up going to medical school at the University of Utah. Did family practice in Salt Lake City. Worked in Hawaii for a time, and then back here when this job opened up. Being able to practice back here has always been a dream. I've been working here at the hospital for almost 10 years. What I like about family practice is you get to see a little bit of everything. And in a rural setting, you get to do a lot of things that you don't normally get to do. My passion's spending time with my family, particularly outdoors. A lot of whitewater rafting in the summer, snow skiing in the winter. What makes me feel good at the end of the day is just connecting with my patients. We look forward to seeing you and taking care of you.
Ellie Keller, the team's ace, 21.
Preston for the bottom of the 1st inning. The Bears with a nice 2-out rally, 4 straight hits, scored 2 runs. Started off by Cambria Romero with her double to the left field fence. And 4 hits later, the Bears had scored a couple and take the lead into the bottom of the 1st, 2-0. Avery Madsen, the shortstop, who caught that last pop fly to end the 1st inning, will be the batter. The 2nd batter will be Biggs. Ellie Romrell is the Bear Lake pitcher. She's a freshman. Her and Fisher go back and forth with pitching duties. Today it is Romrell's turn. Fisher still hitting. She hit the ball to get one of those RBIs back in that first inning with a little bloop to right field. No, hers was the line drive to left field, sorry. With a line drive to left field. Fisher doing her job at the plate. And let's see if Romrell, who also had a bloop to right field to score a run, can do how she can do in the circle. First pitch, just a little high for ball one. So ball one, and the lefty standing in there as the leadoff hitter. And a swing and a miss. Nice pitch there by Romrell. Up and in, and she got her to chase it up high for strike one. 1-1 count. Nobody out. And swing and a miss. Another nice pitch by Romrell. So she's up 1-2, looking for a Usave Phillips 66 strikeout to start the game. The Bears put the ball in play every batter. They made the Indians play defense. Romrell trying to be selfish right here and get the strikeout. And instead she hits her. She came inside with it trying to keep it off the plate. And instead it hits Matson. And the Indians leadoff runner is on. And now coming to the plate is Tess Jones. And she was the pitcher. And she's going to pop that one up foul straight back towards us, out of play for strike one. Tried to bunt it, tried to get the sacrifice bunt in place, and she bunted it straight in the air up over the top of the backstop for strike one. So 0-1 is your count. And there's the throw down to second. Got her! So Matson trying to steal, and she is thrown out. And pickoff. Romrell to Crockett. Crockett applies the tag in time. And Coach Brandy Hemmert is going to come out and discuss that call. But not Coach Carlson, Gary Carlson, the umpire, is saying, nope, one out.
Never hurts to protest or ask a little bit when it's close.
And here's the pitch outside. That's a ball. And let's see, he may have called that last one because she was scoring a bunt. I'm trying to get him to show the count. It's either 2-1, 2 balls and a striker, and that one is high and out of reach. Let's see if it's 2-2 or 3-1. I think it's 3-1. He might have it as 2-2 because he put up 2 fingers after that out. Here's the pitch. That one's high. So he did call that second one a strike. So it is 3-2, full count now.
He's saying 3-1.
He has it as 3-1.
That's
but
what I have too.
It's got to be 3-2 because the bunt that went up over the backstop.
That was, I don't know.
And then then the next pitch is the one she tried to steal the base. Now it's 3-2. But that should have been a strikeout because she had the bunt, then she had the ball that on the throwdown.
They're talking about the count out there, trying to decide.
And they're going to say it's 3-2 and keep her in there. That should have either been a walk on the pitch before or a strikeout on that pitch. But she's going to get a walk anyway. So it's all, in the end, not going to matter because I think that's what should have been the result anyway because I think he missed a strike. All right, so Keller will be the batter now for the Preston Indians. Swing and a foul ball on the first pitch. So first 2 batters for the Preston Indians have reached base, but the first one, Matson, was erased on the throwdown, caught stealing. And now a hit by pitch and a walk for the first 2 batters. 0-1 is your count here, and foul ball, 0-2. So Romrell got ahead of Matson before she hit her. She's now up on Keller, 0-2, with Jones staying close to first base down there, not looking to steal after seeing Romrell throw out Matson. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul ball again. So 0-2 will stay the count. 1 out, 1 on. That's a runner at first. Bears lead it by a score of 2-0 after getting a 2-out rally in the top of the first inning to score a couple runs on 4 straight hits. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that one's going to be high and inside for ball 1. So you want to keep it off the plate once you get up 0-2, but you want to keep it close enough that maybe they offer something bad. That one was a little bit too high and makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch again. The rise ball goes up a little bit too high, and it's 2-2. A lot of patience right here for Ellie Keller. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that one's a long foul ball out of play down the left field line. So Keller putting it in play, but, well, getting the bat on it, I should say, but putting it out of play. Foul ball after foul ball here. And the count remains 2-2, and Jones still frozen over there at first base. Here's the 2-2 count with 1 out. Romrell with the pitch. And there's a nice hit into
Great hit.
left center. And Michael bobbles it. It's going to go off her into the fence, and it's going to turn it into a triple. Keller slides in with a triple, and Jones scores as the line drive gets to the fence. And Michael couldn't field it cleanly. May have been able to save that to a double. The run would have scored either way. And Keller with a great at-bat. She just stuck with it. And Biggs, now the batter.
That's how you continue to battle. So Keller with a triple, Keller with an RBI, and Preston on the board as we go to Brielle Biggs.
Biggs now steps in there. 1-0 with a runner at third. 1 run in already with a runner at third. Bears still lead at 2-1. That one's high for ball 1. Biggs, the center fielder today.
For a ball. Biggs, of course. We talked about Keller and what she's been able to do on the season from a batting standpoint. Biggs has been a
And here is the pitch, and she reaches outside for that, fouls it off.
for a strike in the count. Biggs comes into the game batting .658. 6.58. 19 runs scored for Biggs. 25 hits, which leads all Indians by at least 6.
Here's the
Runs batted in.
2. Oh, that's a high fly ball. That's going to score a run as DeClark settles in for it under sent it in left field. I know what I'm talking about. DeClark settles in for the catch in left field, but it was deep enough. That was an easy tag up and score. And the sacrifice fly ties the game. And the walk to Jones comes into score. And that first pitch to Dunn is high for ball 1. And that one's just a little bit high as well. Just misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And the Indians have hit the ball hard today. And Romero being careful, but not on that one, right down the middle. And the 2-1 count after that called strike. Biggs in there with nobody on. And she's going to spray that one into left field. That's probably going to be a double. Biggs is going to round, and the throw is cut off, and she will make it in there safely. The line drive down the left field line. DeClark over to it quickly, but not before done. Trots into second with a double. And that's going to bring up
So now we have Keller with a triple, Dunn with a double.
let me see, that's
Second base is Paisley
number
Campbell, the catcher.
Campbell. It's number is the catcher. She's number 1. It looked like a 7. I'm like, wait a minute, there was a 7 last at bat. And it's a 1-1 count on the swing and a miss.
Counts 1-1.
A ball and a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at second. We're tied at 2 here in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss again. And Romrell has been able to work the count to her favor several times. She's had 2 strikes on several batters, but has been unable yet to get the strikeout. Right here, she's up 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 out. And Campbell able to fight that one off, stay alive, just foul tip it back to the screen. So Dunn, the runner down at second. Campbell, the number 6 hitter in the lineup today, in the box. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and struck her out. There's a Yusei Phillips 66 strikeout. The swing and a miss will end the inning, but not before the Indians tied up. We're tied at 2 after 1 complete inning. We'll be back with the 2nd inning right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm John Pym, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, DO. Interacting with wonderful people every day, being able to maybe make a small impact in their lives for good. I don't think that life gets any better than that. I am really excited to be here practicing in Bear Lake and be a good source for you and your family to take care of your healthcare needs.
Bear Lake High School sports on SVI are presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Mountain Valley Dental, creating healthy smiles for Bear Lake Valley and beyond. Lenhart Distributing, proud to support the Bears. Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Southeast Idaho Steel, locally produced steel signs and fixtures. And Sampson's Island Grill at 253 South 4th Street in Montpelier.
Yes.
Okay.
We left 2 on. We have runners at
That's okay.
first and second or second and third? First and second. 2-2 is the score after 1 complete here from Preston. Both teams hit the ball well in the first inning. Both teams score a couple. And Callie Beard, the junior first baseman, will lead off for the Bears here in the top of the 2nd inning. That last inning ended with the Phillips 66 U-Save strikeout. U-Save, live to the full where your convenience is our pleasure. And Callie Beard has been hitting the ball hard in each and every game we've been to this year. She has been able to do a lot of damage with her bat. Let's see what she can do right here. She steps in facing Jones here in the top of the 2nd. And that one's low and inside for ball 1. So this could be a higher scoring affair than maybe we thought. 2 really good teams, but they're really good offensive teams. And so after 1 inning, it's 2-2 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard as Beard saw ball 1 pass. Here's the 2nd pitch. She's going to be a little bit late on that one, just foul down the right field line. And the count is even now, 1 ball, 1 strike, and that was tailing over to the right. So as it crossed first base, it wasn't that far foul, but by the time it landed, it was way foul. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, nobody on, top of the 2nd inning in a knotted up ball game, 2-2. Beard, followed by Price, and then back to the top of the order. And Beard down the third baseline. It's going to be fair, and she's out at first. And that's a nice throw over there by Keller as the slow ground ball. And Keller, by the time she got to it, had to throw quickly. She gets it over to Dunn in time to record the out. And Bentley Price will be the batter. She's the number 9 hitter, the senior playing second base today. And 2 innings in a row that the leadoff hitter has been retired by Preston. And that one missed. No, they call a strike on that one. I thought he said missed, but it was slow calling the strike, but it was a strike.
I was trying to figure out how it wasn't a strike, okay.
That's what I was going to say. It looked like a strike to me. Here is the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be a fair ball, and that's going to be a single for Bentley Price. Just a little pop fly into shallow right field, too deep for anybody to get to it. And Price gets herself a single into shallow right. And we're back to the top of the lineup. And so Peyton Crockett will hit this one into the hole in center field, into right center, and it's a single. So ball in play on the first pitch, and she hits the little pop fly single into right center. So runners at first and second for Pope. And Pope is 0 for 1 on the day. And her first at bat, she had the hard ground ball. She's going to lay down the bunt. It's
That's
a pretty
great
one.
Bunt.
They'll have to go over to first.
Great
That's the only
play.
thing they can do. Both runners advance. And
That was a great bunt.
the good bunt. she's out at first on the sacrifice bunt. And both runners do advance. So runners at second and third, and Cambria Romrell, who drilled one to the fence on her first at bat with a 2-out double, looking for a 2-out rally right here. She takes that one for a strike. Called strike right down the middle at the knees. I think she thought it was too low for what she wanted, so she let it go. 0-1 is your count with 2 outs. That was a good bunt. Got 2 runners in scoring position. The problem is you gave up an out right there. We'll see what the Bears can do with it. And if Romrell, she got too much
Straight
underneath that one,
air.
straight up in the air, and that's going to be an easy. Oh, she dropped it! And 2 runs will score, and everybody's safe. The pop fly, and Archibald looked to have it, and instead she dropped it because there were 2 outs. Crockett was moving on the play from second. She scored easily in what should have ended the inning. Instead, the Bears scored 2, and now Humphreys at the plate. And Humphreys is going to pop it up straight back to the pitcher, and she almost dropped it too, but she does make the catch. And that
She
does end the inning.
very wisely used her second hand there.
And it did pop out into that second hand, but she is out. So Jones does end the inning, but the error does score 2. The Bears lead it 4-2 on the 2-out error on the pop fly by Cambria Romrell. And we'll be back with the bottom of the second. The Preston Indians look to dig themselves out of another 2-run deficit right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
She was the one you said was pitching. Yeah, you're good. I just figured I'd help you.
No, I saw you looking.
This is the old.
But this was.
Yep, you're good. That's why I was helping you.
So Campbell's last. Bear Lake Bears lead the Preston Indians courtesy of Cambria Romrell's bat. She started a 2-out rally in the first with the double and came in to score. And she scored 2 on a pop fly that should have been an easy out right there in the bottom of the second to score 2. So she's got 2 runs batted in. She's got a, well, not technically batted in because it was an error, but she's also started the rally and accounted for one of the runs. So she's had a good day so far at the plate. And so Romrell has given the Bears a 2-run lead, 4-2. Mesa Jones, the left fielder, takes strike 1. Called strike, outside corner. Ellie Romrell, the freshman, pitching. And here's pitch number 2. And it's a ground ball to Crockett up over to first in time. Got her. Crockett kind of took her time there, and that was a little bit closer play than maybe it should have been, but it's still the out at first regardless.
You know, she'd just look at you and say, relax, relax.
Oh, you know she would. That's just the way she plays. And I'd rather her take the time and make the sure throw than risk the out, than risk the error. And foul ball off the bat of Sasha who? Let's see. Not on our Owens, I'm going to say, is the batter. And she is the designated player today. She's not playing defense, and she fouls it back. And then swing and a miss for that one. So she's down 0-2. So this is not Owens. So she's not in the game changer lineup, so I have the wrong person here. Sasha down 0-2. She's swinging a miss, and that's going to be another Yusei Phillips 66 strikeout. Yusei Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure. Live to the full at Phillips 66. Oakley Hatch will step into the batter's box now. And that was that a called strike on that first pitch?
I got a low ball.
Ball? 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch, outside corner. Romrell's got some speed, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on, 2 outs. Preston looking for a 2-out rally here to catch up to the Bear Lake Bears, and she's going to foul that one off. It's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes. As the Bears scored their 2 runs after 2 outs on an error that could have, should have ended the inning for the Indians. And the Bears looking to take the lead into the 3rd inning here after retiring the first 2 batters. Swing and a miss, and she sits her down. That's another USAVE Phillips 66 strikeout for Ellie Romrell. USAVE Phillips 66, live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. We'll be back with the top of the 3rd. Bears lead at 4-2 right here on the SVI Sports Network.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
I've been telling you the whole game, the wrong people. It's number 17, Keller is the pitcher, not number 15, Jones. I don't know. But I had the wrong pitcher out there all along. It is Keller pitching, and she's pitched this whole way. She's only given up 2 earned runs. The other 2 were unearned, and brings Lindsay Fisher to the plate. She is 1 for 1. She had a line drive into left field, part of that 2-out rally that scored a couple runs back in the first inning. She now stands in there as the leadoff batter here in the top of the 3rd inning. And first pitch swinging. Bears have been aggressive with their first pitch today, and that one's fouled back off our roof for strike 1. And the first pitch swinging has been good for the Bears in that first inning. I think Keller only threw about a dozen pitches, but recorded 3 outs and 4 hits in those 13 or 14 pitches that she threw. And there's a hard, deep line drive. That's not going to be caught, and it's going to be a double off the fence. And Fisher with a stand-up double. And that was a hard-hit ball. If that one's in Bear Lake, that one's out of here. Jones has to dig it out of the fence. And a leadoff double for Lindsay Fisher. Bria Romrell, who had a little bloop single back in the first inning, part of that 2-out rally, stands in the batter's box now. She's pitched a pretty good game. Now she's trying to give herself some help with the bat. She takes low and inside for ball 1. So both teams swinging the bat well. And I still got things wrong because Mesa Jones is now the second baseman, and that was Sam Owens that was out there in left field. And that's inside ball 2.
Duke, if you're watching, we're gonna owe this gentleman next to us a paycheck, keeping us in line over here.
And so, he called that one a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And Romrell is going to hit this one. Is it going to find grass? Oh, no, they run into each other.
She
but
kept
the
a
catch,
hold of it,
the ball
though.
is caught. Fisher's going to tag up and go to 3rd.
Oh, she's hurt. That had
and
to have hurt.
timeout is called.
They hit hard, but what a beautiful catch out there.
And so I think that's Hatch that's slow to get up. So the out, it was right into the gap between the right field and center field. And they fly out as Hatch makes the catch, but now they're out there attending to her. Hope she's okay.
She's up on her feet, but that doesn't mean that she's not.
That she's okay.
They hit really hard, but kudos to her to be able to hold on to the ball.
Absolutely.
I mean, wow, what a catch.
And so hopefully she's okay.
Yeah. It's like a football tackle without pads out there. Like don't see it coming. Yeah.
And both of them now look like they're not filming well. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll come back right after this.
Nice job, Martin. Looking good. Oh, it's the funny car guy.
Hey, you got Napa know-how too, huh?
Yep. Well, Martin does go 200 miles an hour.
Ron breaks 300 in 4 seconds.
Yeah, in a straight line. That's real hard.
You drive in a circle.
You don't even steer.
Look at me.
Hey, you
I
two.
turn left.
Don't make me go get my can.
Your can's old.
Quiet! Matlock's on!
That's Daryl's can.
Boogity, boogity!
Until I saw Sam pick the ball up and I saw it was 5. And I was like, oh, that changed.
So Biggs and Hatch collided out there in center field. Looks like they're going to be both okay, but they're still walking it off. Hatch is limping pretty good on her left leg. Hopefully she'll be okay. I think Biggs, the center fielder, will be okay. And you hate to see that. That was a great play to hold on to. It looks like they are going to maybe pull Hatch out of the game and give her full credit for holding on to that ball after hitting into her teammate and having the presence of mind to get up and throw the ball in. Hope she's okay, because you never want to see anybody get injured. And so the right fielder Hatch is going to come into the dugout. We'll see who they replace her with. But what it led to is now Maddie Michael, the right fielder for the Bear Lake Bears, coming to the plate with a runner at third and just one out. So the Bears have a chance to add another run here as Fisher tagged up on the play. It was a great catch. It looked like it might drop for maybe a double by Romrell, and Hatch got there and made the great play, but then collided with her teammate Biggs. And trotting out there looks like it's going to be number 11, which is not on my roster. We'll catch her when she comes at the bat, who she is, but she'll replace Hatch. So I don't feel too bad because the two guys from Preston sitting next to me don't know who she is either. We'll try to get her name, but it is Maddie Michael stepping into the batter's box. Lindsay Fisher, the runner, down at third, one out, as the Bears lead it by a score of 4-2 here in the top of the third inning. Keller getting ready to restart action after they dealt with the injury by Hatch. And Michael popped it up to shortstop in her first at-bat. And that is a long, high fly ball. It's going to score a run, and it's going to fall. So Michael will advance to second. And I think that was caused by the last play, because Owens and Biggs were both hesitant to really get over there, and they let it fall in between them instead of having another collision, and it leads to a RBI double. So Maddie Michael is now at second, runner still in scoring position, and she is going to
what a catch.
And it's going to be a double play, because Michael thought that ball had fallen on the diving catch by Jones, And Beard looked like she was going to have an RBI single. Instead, it turns into an inning double play. The Bears still do get one. And we'll be back with the 5-2 lead on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. We have very competent and successful providers that provide the best care possible. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. As a hospital, we're really proud of what we are able to provide. It's an all-encompassing department that is very, very much needed.
Headed to the bottom of the third inning after the incredible catch there by Mesa Jones. I hope you got a good view of that on camera because it looked like it was going to be a bloop single into right field that would score a run. And I don't blame Maddie Michael for taking off because that ball looked like it was going to easily hit grass. And Dryden is the name of your right fielder now for the Preston Indians. And so I don't blame Michael for taking off, but by the time the ball was caught, she realized the coach was telling her to go back. She had no chance. Mesa Jones gets the double play and ends the inning. So the Bears do get one on the RBI double by Michael before she was doubled off. We're back to the top of the order now for the Preston Indians here in the bottom half of the third inning. It's Madsen. She was hit by a pitch, her first at-bat, then was erased trying to steal second. She fouls this one off, and it's 0-1. She was down 1 ball and 2 strikes when she got hit by the pitch back in the first inning. Romrell gets the outside corner, strike 2, called strike. So now Romrell up on her 0-2. When she went up on her 1-2 in the last inning, she came inside and hit her. So let's see what she does here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Does the same thing again. And I guess the inside pitch to the left-handed batter, she doesn't see a lot of lefties out there, and she came a little bit too far inside. And that brings up Tess Jones, who's playing third base. I've been giving her credit as being the pitcher. She was never the pitcher. She's been the third baseman the entire game. So Jones will step in the batter's box. She walked in her first plate appearance after Madsen got picked off at second. Here is the first pitch to her, called strike. And Madsen not going anywhere this time. It was a bang-bang play when she got thrown out in the first inning, so we'll see if maybe she tries again. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2 on the swing and a miss. So 0-2 for the second batter in a row. And Jones, who walked in the first inning, is now down 0-2. And that one's high. And Romrell runs Madsen back to first base. And that was one where it was a smart thing not to throw the ball. Don't create an error there. Run at her, make a commitment. So here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's 2-2 as that one's high. So Romrell being very careful after going up 0-2, and now it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck her out. There's another U-Save, Phillips 66 strikeout. U-Save, Phillips 66, live to the full where your convenience is our pleasure. And Ellie Romrell, the freshman, has struck out 4, I think, in this game already. Nice pitching so far. This brings up Keller. And that one's just on the outside corner. Keller hitting from the left side. The pitcher, in her first at-bat, had a triple. And she's going to put it in the same place, but this time DeClark is there, and Madsen had gone most of the way to second base, so she's unable to advance. She'll stay at second. So the long, high fly, stay at first, sorry. The long, high fly ball does not even advance the runner. Taylor DeClark makes the great catch back there just in front of the fence. And now after the leadoff hitter got on, 2 outs. So Biggs, the center fielder, she's going to go straight to center field.
That's a hit.
And that one is gone. A 2-run home run.
Pretty.
First pitch swinging, and it's a 2-run home run straight over the center field fence. Pope would have been back there to get it. She was there in time, but that one went straight out to center field. 1 pitch, 2 runs. Biggs brings the Indians back to within 1. It is 5-4 in favor of the Bears still, but Biggs gets a home run to get the Indians right back in this game. Dunn, who doubled down the left field line in her first at-bat back in the first inning. Part of the 2-run first inning for the Indians is the batter with nobody on and 2 out. She takes that one low for ball 1. So the big bats for both teams have done a lot of damage. The Bears have relied on mostly bloop hits and a couple of balls that bounced at the fence, but nothing that's gone over. And that's a called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And Biggs, the center fielder for the Indians, gets the 4-bagger to get them right back in this game. Swing and a miss. And now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dunn, the first baseman. She has a good day over there at first base, made some good plays. And she's down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Like I said, first at-bat in the first inning for her. She had a great hit. This time she's going to foul this one back over top of us. Foul ball. The count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Bears lead it by just 1 run. That 1-run double, RBI double, back in the 3rd inning now. Top of the 3rd inning now, separating it. High fly ball, foul, out of play. It'll be over there in the baseball field. Hit off their dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and done. The first baseman standing in the box. Ellie Romerell, the freshman pitcher, in the circle for the Bears. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. She wanted to keep it down there, but she kept it a little bit too low. It hit the ground about 3 feet in front of the plate and rolled to her sister behind the plate. So we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's been a battle between these two at this at-bat. And that one is low again, ball 3. So now the count is full. Great at-bat for the first baseman, Dunn. Romerell is going to want to come at her. She doesn't want to give her anything easy right here. Doesn't want to give you the easy base. We'll see what happens with a full count with 2 outs and nobody on. Romerell right down the middle, and Pope dives for it, can't get it. It's going to be in there for a double as Pope tried to make the diving stop and could not make it, so it hits the ground for a double. Michael came over and made a good play to keep her to a double and actually make it a decent play at second base, but not quite there, and that brings up Campbell. And Campbell struck out in her 1 at-bat. That ball is in the dirt for ball 1. Nice stop by Romerell to keep it in front of her and keep Dunn down at second base. That's a high-risk, high-reward play there by Pope. If she would have caught it, it would have been a great way to end the inning. But instead it leads to a double, and a foul ball right there evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out. Runner at second is Dunn. And the catcher Campbell in the box. Ooh, inside corner called. Strike, nice pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes for strike 2. Here's the pitch, swing, foul ball, back off the backstop. Stays at 1 ball, 2 strike count. 1 ball, 2 strikes was the count with Dunn at one point before she worked several foul balls and got herself a double. We'll see what Campbell can do with the 1 ball, 2 strike count. Swing and a miss, foul ball, actually just got a little piece of it. That was a great change up there. Fooled her, but she got just enough of it to stay alive and will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was a nasty change because Romer usually delivers pretty quick to the plate. And that one kind of just floated in there. Here's the 1-2 pitch again. Swing and a miss. She struck her out to end the inning with another U-save. Phillips 66 strikeout, her 5th of the game for the freshman Romerell. So the 2-run home run by Biggs does bring the Preston Indians back to just a 1-run deficit. The Bears still lead it by a score of 5-4. Headed to the top of the 4th. We'll have that right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign the papers and they leave and they're happy, they get the cows. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Second baseman Bentley Price will be the batter to start inning number 4. The Bears lead it by 1, 5-4. That one run coming courtesy of the RBI double by Maddie Michael before she was doubled off on that great play by Mesa Jones back in the 3rd. Price in her first at bat singled to right field. This is the second complete time through the lineup for the Bears here in the top of the 4th inning. So Crockett is on deck. Brooklyn Pope is in the hole for the Bear Lake Bears. Romrell will come up after that if the Bears get that far.
Moving at a rapid pace already in the top of the 4th.
Here's the first pitch to Price, and she takes low for ball 1.
Expect this one to likely go the distance.
1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. And it's 5-4 Bear Lake on your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare. You can count on them care. Visit them at BLMhospital.com. There is a line drive to Mesa Jones, and she continues her great defensive play as she catches that line drive. Took about 1 step to her left is all, and retires Pope. And that brings us back to Peyton Crockett.
So there's 1 away.
Crockett is 1 out of 2 on the game. She has singled and lined out in this game. She's singled up to right field. And she takes that one for a called strike. Nice pitch. Outside corner right at the knees. Not a pitch you want to swing a bat at, but a called strike. Great pitch there from Keller. Go up 0-1 on Crockett. He's put the ball in play twice. A little pop out and a line drive. And a little pop fly that was safe, and then a line drive. They got her out. And she takes that one for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th inning, top of the lineup for the Bear Lake Bears with Peyton Crockett, the shortstop, the senior. And she is going to pop that one up, and it's going to go to Matson. And it spun and stayed a little bit shallower than it looked like it was going to right off the bat. Matson makes the easy play. And that's 2 outs. The Bears have had a couple 2-out rallies in this game, and Pope would like to start one here. Pope on the day is also 0 for 1. She does have the ground ball. She's going to be safe at first, and that's an infield single. First pitch swinging, didn't even have a chance to pull up her spray chart here. She was 0 for 1. She had the ground out and then the sacrifice bunt that ended up being a good play. And she gets the ground ball for the infield single as Jones got over to it but could not make the throw in time. And Cambria Romrell, who has tattooed the ball her first at-bat, had the pop fly that fell for a 2-run error in her second at-bat, stepping in there now with a chance on the 2-run, on the 2-out rally. Takes first one for ball 1. Romrell, the ball has looked like a beach ball to her lately. She's swinging the bat so well. She's seeing it well. She's hitting it well. And looking to continue the 2-out rally here as the Bears do get a runner on after 2 outs. She takes that one low and in for ball 1, for ball 2. 2-0 is the count. And Romrell at the plate. She's got the power to do some damage here. Let's see what she can do. And she's going to ground that one foul. That was low, probably ball 3, but she went down for it. Fouls it off. 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs. Pope, the senior, down at first, was your base runner. Keller still in the circle. And we're here in the top of the fourth, 2 outs. Bears lead at 5-4. Romrell fouls that one right back over top of us. You hear it hit the roof over our heads. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. A 1-run game, 5-4 Bear Lake. Here in the 4th inning, the Bears have scored a run in each of their at-bats so far, and they'll need a hit right here with 2 strikes and 2 outs from Romrell to keep this inning alive, and she's going to strike out. The swing and the miss on the changeup. Nice pitch by Keller, and that'll end the inning. The Bears strand a runner, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Go here, go there, go anywhere with Phillips 66.
Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
For the first time in the game, the Bears failed to score in their half of the inning, and the Preston Indians trail the Bear Lake Bears by 1 run on your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard, 5-4, and they would like to get back in the lead for the first time here if they can score some runs. Mesa Jones, the second baseman who's made some great defensive plays in this game, will be the leadoff hitter. She grounded out to short her first time. This is her second at-bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bears lead at 5-4. Ellie Romrell has gone all the way. She's only thrown 62 pitches through 4 innings so far. She's got 5 strikeouts in the game, and Jones steps in there for her second at-bat, and she's going to ground that one to Humphreys. Humphreys up over to first in time for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Ground ball out to Humphreys at third. Nice throw. And that brings us to Sasha is the batter. And her first at-bat, she struck out. And she'll step in there for her second at-bat after a strikeout. And that one is low for ball 1. Some of these pitches you have to wait for him for just a second because they're close enough. These pitchers are painting corners on some of these. Here's the 1-ball, 1-strike pitch, and that one is a swing and a miss. Romrell works very quickly. She's ready as soon as Sasha steps into the box. Here is the 1-ball, 1-strike count. And there's a pop fly. That's going to be into center field. Easy play there for Brooklyn Pope. So only 4 pitches so far in the inning. Bears have already recorded 2 outs as Pope was right underneath that one. And that brings us to the number 9 hitter. And the swing and a miss. And Hatch was the first at-batter of the was in this position, but she went out with the injury. This is Dryden. She takes the swing and a miss for the strike 1, swing and a miss for strike 2. So 0-2 very quickly to Dryden, the batter. And here is the pitch, swing and a miss, struck her out on 3 pitches, so she only throws 7 in the innings, gets all 3 out. And the Bears take the 5-4 lead to the top of the 5th after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here, and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
Abby Humphreys stepping in for her third at-bat of the game here to lead off the fifth inning against Ellie Keller, who got her first strikeout of the game to end the fourth inning against Romrell. Humphreys has yet to get the ball out of the infield today, but she is 1 for 2. She had an infield single and then popped out. Both balls have gone pretty much right back to the pitcher, but the second one fell in there for that was actually the first one that fell in there for a little single part of that 2-run first inning, and she takes inside for ball 1.
I would have swung at that. Still questioning. But Gary did tell us he has a better view than we do.
Yes, he did tell us pregame. He came up here and looked, said, yeah, I got a better view, so don't mouth off.
Yeah.
And that one is a called strike. That one's just a little bit lower, same pitch, just a little bit lower, and he calls the strike on that one. So 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, nobody on here in the top of the fifth inning. Abby Humphreys, the cleanup batter for the Bears, is going to hit a foul ball. It's going to get out of play, just out of play. Actually just hits the fence over there by the dugout. And it will be a 1 ball, 2 strike count, as Humphreys has got a lot of power, has hit the ball well all year, but has yet to get the bat going today. She is 1 for 2, but both of them were just little pop-ups back to the pitcher. One just happened to fall, and she strikes out. Swing and a miss. So Keller with 2 straight. You say Phillips 66 strikeouts. You say Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure. Live to the full at You Say Phillips 66. And Lindsay Fisher, who's the designated hitter today, the senior pitcher, but not pitching today. Lindsay Fisher steps in. She's 2 for 2, and a little pop fly back to the pitcher. And she's going to pop out on 1 pitch. First time they've retired her on the day, and they do it quickly.
Bears just not connecting great with the ball today. They're hitting, just not really going anywhere.
5 of the last 6 batters have been retired by Preston, and the one that did reach base was an infield ground ball single. And that one is low for ball 1 to Romrell. Romrell has gone the whole way pitching today. She's having a pretty good day pitching. She has singled and flied out. It was her fly out that advanced Fisher and injured Hatch back there in the second inning. And there's inside for ball 2. She's hit the ball to the same spot basically twice into shallow right center field. The first one fell, the second one was caught. And now she's up 2 balls and no strikes. As Keller looks to the dugout to get some instructions from the coach, she gets the pitch call, and she'll step in down 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 out, nobody on here in the top of the 5th. And Romrell crushes this one to left field, and it's over Owen's head. It hits off the fence, and Romrell will head for third, and she's going to be in there with a triple. And
so fast.
Long fly ball, 1 bounce hit off the top of the fence to deep left field is the triple for El Romrell. And Bears looking to score some runs on a 2-out rally here. And Michael, who's hit the ball hard today in the batter's box, the right fielder, has popped out and doubled in this game. Romrell with a lot of speed down there at third. Haven't been too many wild pitches or pass balls in this game, but one could score a run right here. And Michael swinging a miss. Here in the top of the 5th, Bears would like to add a run. They only have a 1-run cushion. They'd like to add 1 more right here if they could. Michael, the right fielder, hitting in the number 7 spot in the order today. She'll be followed by Beard if she can reach base. And that's a foul ball. Michael just got a piece of it. Keller seems to be getting stronger as the game goes on. The Bears hit her well early on, and she has been pitching well these last couple innings, but Romrell tattooed that last one. Let's see what Michael can do. She did have that double earlier in the game. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and she struck her out. The changeup again. The swing and a miss. The USA Phillips 66 strikeout ends the inning. The second inning in a row, she's thrown that same pitch to get the strikeout to end the inning and end the threat. The Bears leave a runner at third, but they go into the bottom of the fifth inning with their one-run lead. We'll have the top of the lineup for the Preston Indians coming up right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, we have the honor of having a great radiology team. They've been recognized at the state level of being the best in their field. In our radiology department, we are able to provide MRIs, CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasound, echocardiograms, nuclear medicine, and DEXA scans.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Avery Matson, the shortstop for the Preston Indians, coming to the plate to lead off the bottom of the fifth inning. The Bears lead at 5-4. She's 0 for 0 in the game because she's been hit by a pitch twice. Romrell has been up in the count 1-2 and 0-2, and then on the next pitch, both times she's come inside on her, and both times it has hit Matson. And so she's been on base twice, even though she's only seen one ball and 4 strikes fly past her. And she first pitch swinging on that one, fouls it off. That one's out of play. So 0-1 is the count. Romrell's been up on the leadoff hitter Matson every time she's faced her. Let's just keep the ball from coming inside and hitting her. This time she's hit her twice. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one's just high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on, nobody out. Bears lead at 5-4. Bottom of the fifth inning. 2 scoreless innings in a row for the Bear Lake Bears. And Romrell just missed outside. 2 balls and a strike. The last real damage of the game came from Biggs 2 innings ago. She hit the 2-run home run to cut the lead to just 1. And there is a ground ball that's going to go as a single into right field. Price just tipped it as she tried to bring it down, but could not make the play. So the single into shallow right. The first time Matson has got on base via the bat. She's on base for the 3rd time in the game, though. This brings Jones, the 3rd baseman, to the plate. She has walked and struck out. She attempts to bunt right there. She misses the bunt, and Matson stays put because Matson was thrown out earlier in the game by Romrell on an attempted steal. So that was supposed to be a sacrifice bunt. Jones couldn't lay it down. And it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. She bunts again. Pop fly, and it's caught by Romrell. And Matson smartly stays put. And so Matson is not doubled off, but the little pop fly out on the bunt does retire Jones. And now Keller rolling down the first baseline is going to stay fair. She'll get thrown out at first. Matson tries to get to third, and she does.
Safe,
Matson gets to third on the ground ball. That was a swinging bunt by Keller. That was not intended to be a bunt, but it did the same job. She was out at first as Romrell makes the throw, gets the out, but Matson takes the opportunity to advance to third. She slid in there safely, and Beard made a good throw over there, but not in time. So the runner is at third, but 2 outs. And this brings up Biggs. Last time she was up there, straightaway center field, it was gone. 2-run shot. And she'll step in there again. Brielle Biggs against Brielle Romrell. Pitcher and batter. Here's the first pitch. And called strike. Nice pitch inside at the knees for Romrell. And it's 0-1, 2 outs, runner at third, tying run at third. Go ahead, run at the plate, and she is going to
That's a nice
send it
hit.
into right field. It'll be a triple likely. She's going to go, no, she's going to stay at 2. That's a nice play by Michael to get that in as quickly as she did. And it's tied, and the runner, now the go-ahead run at second. And Dunn, the batter. And she's 2 for 2, 2 doubles on the day. And that one's high for ball 1. So we're tied, 5-5. It was tied after 1 at 2. It's now tied in the 5th at 5. And swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice pitch there by Romero. Got it to offer at the high ball outside. This was a great battle last at bat. Dunn fell behind, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and then fought back to get the double. And that's going to be out at third. She tried to steal, and the nice throw by Romero, and she was out. Nice pick off there by Romero to erase the runner. And it looks like Biggs will be okay. That was kind of an awkward slide, but she is caught stealing, and that's the second time in the game that Romero has thrown out a runner to end the inning, and it's now 5-5 going to the top of the 6th. We'll be back with the top of the 6th right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
My name is Benjamin Bozen. I am a family medicine physician. I really enjoy providing care to the whole family, from newborns to elderly care. I like athletes and sports medicine, and then I also do osteopathic manipulative therapy, which is a hands-on treatment. My ultimate goal is to be your advocate and to help you have the best life that you can have, to help you achieve your goals.
Top of the 6th inning, we're knotted at 5 after the second time in the game that Romero has used her arm to end an inning with it. Well, not end the inning, but pick off a runner trying to steal base. And she threw Biggs out, who was trying to steal third. That brings Callie Beard to the plate in the top of the 6th for the Bear Lake Bears, trying to get some runs on the board and retake the lead. They've never trailed in the game, but it's been tight the whole way, and Beard is going to ground this one to short. Madsen up with it over to first in time for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. And these last few innings, Keller has really settled in, and she has retired now 7 of the last 9 batters, and the 2 that have managed to get on base were not in the same inning, so they have left themselves stranded out there. This brings up Bentley Price for the Bear Lake Bears, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. And she's going to swing and miss at that one. And she is 1 for 2. She's singled on a pop fly to right field, and then she lined out to the second baseman in her 2 at-bats. And here she is down 0-1 here in the top of the 6th. And she takes that one inside and high for ball 1. Crockett on deck for the Bear Lake Bears. Crockett is 1 out of 3 on the day with a couple of pop-outs and a little bloop single to her credit. Here's the 1-1 pitch with 1 out. Nobody on. That one's low in the dirt. And I will say neither catcher has let a single ball pass them when it mattered. That one goes to the backstop, but with nobody on base, who really cares? And Romero's been the same way. These 2 catchers have done a great job. Campbell for the Indians, Romero for the Bears, have kept everything in front of them when it mattered. And 2 balls, 1 strike right here to Bentley Price. Keller delivers inside, ball 3. Bentley, wear that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You look good in yellow, and you're down at first base with the leadoff hitter on deck. You wear that one. It's easy for me to say when it's not my knee it's coming at.
Right.
But here's the 3-1 count. And she's going to foul that one off. Full count now.
It just reminds me of that reel of the kid in Little League, the little baseball player that's out on second base screaming at the batter, "Let it hit you."
It's easy for us to say. It's not
Yeah.
so easy when you're one standing in there watching a 55 to 60 mile per hour ball come
Right.
at your knee.
Well, I wouldn't let it hit me. But
Here's the 3-2 pitch, and inside, ball 4. So she didn't wear it, and she got herself on base anyway. So she's going to tell me she was right.
Yep. You're wrong.
Peyton Crockett, who's 1 out of 3 pop flies, but one of them did make it into right center field for a single at the plate. She'd love to get a hold of one right here and move Price around the bases, get the Bears back in the lead. This 5-5 game in the top of the 6th. We knew it was going to be a good one when it started, and it has. Both teams playing well. Neither team has lost in league yet. And that one's going to be a line drive. It's going to get past it through the gap. It's going to get Price in. Price is going to score from first, likely, as she will score on the triple. She hesitated at third base, and I thought they were going to get that ball in and maybe get her out, but the hesitation doesn't cost the Bears, and Price does score. Oh, that was heart-stopping right there for this old man, because Price should have just rounded third. Her coach was sending her the whole way. She hesitated, and when she finally goes, a good throw could have got her, but she scores safely, and Crockett with the RBI triple gives the Bears the lead back, and now she's standing down at third base with only 1 out, and Brooklyn Pope standing in the batter's box. And Pope with the swing and a miss. She's got a sacrifice bunt in this game. She's got a single in this game, and she's got a pop fly out in this game. So she is 1 for 2 officially, because the sacrifice doesn't count against your batting average. Takes that one high for ball 1. And the Bears not opting to do the suicide squeeze right here. They're going to keep the bat in Pope's hands. That'd be an interesting choice there. If you bunt it, does Preston get the out at first, or do they allow the base runner to advance and keep the run from scoring? But Coach Pope is going to let her swing, and now it's 0-2 as she swings and misses at that one. So now the bunt is off the table, and now she's got to put it in play. That's the changeup again that Keller has used effectively to get strike 2 right there. Crockett, the runner, down at third after that triple, and Pope, the batter, Romrell on deck. And that one's going to be a little pop fly right back to Keller. And Keller has defended her position well. The pop out right back to the circle. She looked to third to try to double off Crockett, but Crockett had stayed in place. And it's now 2 outs. Romrell hit the ball hard her first at bat, had a little pop fly her second at bat that actually scored 2 because it was dropped. And in her third at bat, she struck out to end the inning a couple innings ago. And then she takes that one for strike 1, called strike. So after the 1-out triple, the Bears looking to take advantage and score 2 runs in the inning. If Romrell can hit safely here. And she hits that one high. It's going to be shallow center field, and it's caught. And that'll end the inning. And after the triple, Crockett will get stranded at third, but she did knock in a run. So the Bears do have the lead. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Trevor Jacobson. I'm a family practice provider here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. After graduating high school at Bear Lake High School, I went to BYU, Idaho to play baseball. After a year, went on an LDS mission to Chile. Ended up going to medical school at the University of Utah. Did family practice in Salt Lake City. Worked in Hawaii for a time, and then back here when this job opened up. Being able to practice back here has always been a dream. I've been working here at the hospital for almost 10 years. What I like about family practice is you get to see a little bit of everything. And in a rural setting, you get to do a lot of things that you don't normally get to do. My passion's spending time with my family, particularly outdoors. A lot of whitewater rafting in the summer, snow skiing in the winter. What makes me feel good at the end of the day is just connecting with my patients. We look forward to seeing you and taking care of you.
The 5, 6, 7 spots at the lineup coming up for the Preston Indians. It'll be Dunn, Campbell, and Jones. The Bear Lake Bears lead it on your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard by a score of 6-5. The RBI triple by Crockett in the top of the 6th, gave the Bears the lead. Ellie Romrell looking to keep the Bears in the lead. She's pitched well so far through 5. And here she goes in the 6th inning facing Dunn, Campbell, and Jones. Dunn was at the plate in the last inning when Biggs was thrown out trying to steal 3rd. So she'll step back in the plate, clean count. No balls, no strikes, nobody out, nobody on. Dunn is 2 for 2 in the game. She's got a couple of doubles. She was stranded at second after one of those. And Romrell would like to sit her down and face Campbell and Jones. Here is the first pitch. It's outside for ball 1. And Campbell has struck out twice, the next batter, so get past the batter Dunn, and it gets a little bit easier. She fouls that one off the catcher. Romrell will run over there, pick it up. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Chloe Dunn, the batter. Ellie Romrell, the freshman pitcher, who has pitched a good game so far here in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Who just dropped out of the zone low. So it's 2 balls and a strike. Dunn back in the box. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. It's going to get out of play and caught over there out of play by Parker Crane over here watching the, he's a baseball player over here watching the softball team, and he makes the catch. Doesn't count though. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that one's in the dirt. We're full. And to the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bears scored run in the top of the 6th. Preston trying to equalize here in the bottom of the 6th, and we got a full count to the first batter, Dunn, who's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 doubles. Romrell would like to sit her down for the first time. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and she missed. Ball 4. This brings up Paisley Campbell. She's 0 for 2. She's done a great job back there as the catcher, but she's got 2 strikeouts on the day as a batter. And they come out and take some big clumps of dirt out of the pitcher's circle that have been dug up by these pitchers. And Campbell, the batter, Romrell, the pitcher, runner at first, nobody out. Bears lead it by 1, 6-5 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. There's a little pop foul, and Cambria Romrell and her sister laughs at her effort. Cambria came out of the catcher's position, tried to make the catch, couldn't on the foul ball. And little sister, the pitcher, laughs at her because she fell as she was trying to make the catch. That's what sisters do, and the count is 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. She squares to bunt, and the throw to second is not going to be in time. The ball gets into center field, but Dunn will not be able to advance. That's the first stolen base given up by the Bears in the game. Rommel threw out the first 2 attempts, and that one was taken for a ball. Dunn advances safely to second, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the tying run in scoring position down there at second base. Campbell, the catcher, is the batter. Romrell comes to the plate. She squares to bunt. And, that throw is going to score a run. Dunn was going to be thrown out easily. A good throw, and that's an easy out. And instead, the errant throw scores a run. Romrell looked to have her 3rd throw out. I mean, that wasn't even going to be close. And she was still 4 or 5 steps away when that ball sailed into left field, and Dunn rounded easily and scored without a throw to home. And we're tied at 6. Nobody on, nobody out. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the throwing error. So what could have been the first out of the inning, erased the runner in scoring position instead, leads to an easy run, and that pitch is a ball. So Romrell facing these 6, 7, and 8 batters now with nobody on, nobody out. And there's a high pop fly. Might stay in play. It's going to hit off the fence and just be a foul ball. just barely stayed inside the fence, and I think it might have tipped off the fence a little bit. Either way, Romerell doesn't catch it, and it's just a loud strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and it's a ground ball. Crockett knocks it down, but she's not going to be able to throw her out. A great play, but the infield single. Nice play there by Crockett to knock it down, but by the time she got back to it, there was no way that Crockett was going to get the out at first, so she made the smart decision and don't risk the out. I mean, the error. She held on to it. So now runner at first. 2 ground outs by Jones in this game. She's 0 for 2. And she's going to have a line drive into left field. It's going to be a single. And great throw by Taylinda Clark to keep Campbell at second. But the line drive single. And all of a sudden, with nobody out, they've got 2 runners on. And we got Owens is going to hit for the first time in the game. She's stepping in the batter's box with nobody out, runners at first and second. She bunts. It's a high pop fly into foul territory down the third baseline. Nobody can get to it, so it's a foul ball. So I'm hearing this is her first at-bat of the season. They bring her in to try to get a sacrifice bunt. And that first pitch was a bunt. And she's going to come in and she hadn't reported the batter, but now she will. And because it was, there's no penalty. It's a warning at this point where nothing happened except for a bunt foul. If the Bears would have caught that before she reported, then they could have maybe protested and got an out call there. But Preston comes in and reports, no harm, no foul. She'll now be the batter. Owens, 0-1, the senior playing left field right now, getting her first plate appearance of the season in a crucial situation, tie ball game in the bottom of the 6th inning. 6-6 is the score. 2 runners on, runners at first and second, and nobody out. Her first pitch she saw was a bunt attempt. She popped it foul, so now she's down 0-1. Let's see what she does here. If she's bunting again, she is, and same exact result, almost the same exact spot. So that one's a foul ball again. Now the bunt's probably off, because if you bunt it foul with 2 strikes, you're out. So now she's got to swing the bat. This will be her first opportunity maybe to swing the bat all season in a live game. Here she goes, the 0-2 pitch from Romerell to Owens. High for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners at first and second, 1 run in the inning. That was on the errant throw on the attempted pickoff play. And there's a foul ball. That one's going to be out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 runners in a 1-run game. Bears would like to record an out without letting the runners advance right here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Struck her out. The swing and the miss, and that is about the 7th Phillips 66 U-Save strikeout of the game for Ellie Romerell. U-Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure. And now, instead of Dryden, we're going to have a pinch hitter. This is number 13 coming into the game. And I don't have a name on her. She's not on my roster that I have here, so a substitution coming in. And Dryden came in and played right field defensively. She had 1 at bat. She struck out. So we have a pinch hitter here.
What's going on here? Because Avery Matson is currently on deck. In the hole is Tess Jones.
And this is big.
You're just trying to make sure you have the right players out there. You're getting the right moment.
Because Matson is on deck. And Matson has had a good game. She's been on base all 3 times. So the Bears would like to get an out right here. Maybe even a double play. Are they saying that wasn't? He just signaled 2 outs. I'm not sure if I read that correctly or not. Swing and a miss right there. If you add a player that's not on the roster, it is there. Well, we'll see. A swing and a miss, so 0-1. Here's high for ball one. You don't want to give her a chance to get on base. You need to get an out right here in this position because you got the top of the order coming up. When with 2 runners on, you need to get an out right here. Here's the 1-1 pitch outside. Just missed out there, but the good eye by the batter. Beckstead is your batter for Preston. And swing and a miss. And it's now 1 ball. It's now 2-2 at the swing and a miss. And Romrell would like to get a strikeout here, or maybe even a ground ball into a double play would be even better. As Madsen, the leadoff hitter, is on deck. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. So strikeout number 2 in the inning. And now still 2 runners on, and Madsen, who's 1 out of 3 on the day, one out of 1 on the day because she's been hit by a pitch twice, and she's singled in her other plate appearance, will be the batter right here. Let's see, Coach Quinn Pope out to the circle to have a discussion. And this is a dangerous part of the game with these batters coming up for Preston. The Bears would like to get out of this still in a tie ball game, 6-6. Romrell recorded a couple outs in a row to keep the to kind of put a little bit of a damper on the rally. But she's faced Madsen now, who she hasn't put out yet. She hit her with 2 pitches, and she gave up a single. A single right here would maybe put Preston in the lead. It depends on where it gets to. So Madsen, the shortstop, and now the meeting of the circle broke up, and Coach Hemmert for the Preston Indians having a discussion with the umpire. We're ready. Madsen stepping in from the left side. Romrell, the freshman pitcher, in the circle in a big situation right here. Bottom of the 6th inning, tie game, 2 outs. Go-ahead run at second base. Here's the pitch. Madsen swings, line drives right to Bentley Price, ends the inning. So the Bears give up 1 on the air, but get out of the inning, and we'll go to the 7th inning in a tie ball game, 6-6. What a nice play right there by Bentley Price to make that catch. That ball gets through. That's a double, and she ends the inning, and we're going to the top of the 7th in a tie game after this on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm John Pym, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, DO. Interacting with wonderful people every day, being able to maybe make a small impact in their lives for good. I don't think that life gets any better than that. I am really excited to be here practicing in Bear Lake and be a good source for you and your family to take care of your healthcare needs.
Bear Lake High School sports on SVI are presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Mountain Valley Dental, creating healthy smiles for Bear Lake Valley and beyond. Lenhart Distributing, proud to support the Bears. Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Southeast Idaho Steel, locally produced steel signs and fixtures. And Sampson's Island Grill at 253 South 4th Street in Montpelier.
Strikeout, Selden right field, and 2 runs. So, what coulda, shoulda a couple times with some throws from the catcher. Yeah. Bear Lake Bears, as I'm talking off the air here, what coulda, shoulda been, we'd be in a 6-5 ball game if Romrell's throw doesn't go into left field. Instead, it's 6-6, but we're in the top of the 7th. Abby Humphreys, the cleanup batter, the third baseman today at the plate. She is 1 for 3, but she hasn't had a ball hit out of the infield yet. Even her 1 single was a ground ball. Well, it was a little, I don't know, I called it a ground ball, but it was kind of a pop fly. It landed right between the first baseman, the second baseman, and the pitcher. It wasn't high enough for anybody to get it, and they all went for it, so there was nobody at first to try to make a throw. So Humphreys got the infield single, but she's 1 for 3 on the day. Humphreys could give the Bears the lead with 1 swing of the bat, though. She's got a lot of power, and here she is facing Keller in the 7th. And that 1 swing is going to be a foul ball right off the top of the roof, right above our heads, for strike 1.
Never been so grateful for a hard roof over my head today.
There's been a lot of
them.
those. And this is a tall backstop, but there's been a lot of those balls right straight back at us. 0-1 is your count. Keller versus Humphreys in the top of the 7th inning. She takes that one high for ball 1. Humphreys would like to get the leadoff batter on. And in left field, they're playing deep. For everybody else, they're playing shallow. So she's got some gaps there to get it through. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, nobody on. And that one's pop fly straight back, and it's going to get out of play right back towards us. And so it's just a loud foul ball. I think all the spectators are okay as hit off some ladies right behind home plate. 1-2 is the count. Humphreys is going to be looking for the changeup that Keller has used very effectively to get strikeouts in this game. Here's the pitch and another foul ball straight back towards us.
Battles.
What a battle between these two. And these have been pop-up straight back. And Humphreys just underneath it. If she's right on these, their line drives back up the middle, maybe getting through for base hits, but instead she's underneath them and they're spinning back out of play. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Keller gone all the way for the Indians, and Romrell has gone all the way for the Bears through 6 innings. Here's the 1-2 inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Humphreys jumped out of the way. I'm not sure she needed to. In fact, if I'm her coach, I'm like, wear that one. We need base runners right here with Fisher on deck. But here's the 2-2 pitch from Keller. And that one's high for ball 3, full count. So Humphreys has fought off some good pitches, and she's now worked the count to full. And Fisher will be the batter. She is 2 out of 3 today. She's got a single, a double, and a pop fly out. So good position for the Bears to be in if Humphreys can reach base, and she will sky that one into shallow left field. I think it's going to be foul. Owens can't catch it. It disappeared behind the dugout. I had to watch the reaction of the coaches.
I was a little sick to my stomach as I'm waiting for the reaction.
I think the wind maybe saved Abby there, because without the wind, that one maybe stays a foot or 2 or 3 or 4 even as fast as that's blowing closer in, and Owens probably makes the catch out there. But as it is, we're going to do it again, another foul ball. What a battle on this first at bat in the 7th inning. You expect nothing less for the 2 best teams in the district, tied 6-6 in the top of the 7th. And you got your cleanup batter facing Keller, the pitcher. And this one's been a battle as this first at-bat of this 7th inning. Let's see who's going to win it. Here's the 3-2 pitch again. And that one's going to be high for ball 4. The changeup misses. And a leadoff walk. And I think the Indians said, hey, that one dropped in there. It should have been a strike. And I'm kind of surprised that it wasn't called a strike. But we'll take it as the Bears now have the leadoff runner aboard. And Fisher, who has hit 2 out of 3 today and has hit the ball hard in those 2 hits. The other one was a pop fly out, is going to take high for ball 1.
No, he called it a strike.
Delayed call there, but he did call it a strike. So Humphreys down at first after the leadoff walk. 2 hits in the game for Fisher. And she takes that one called strike, outside corner. So now she's down 0-2. And both of those were close, good pitches. And now Fisher's got to change her approach right here. And the strike zone just grew. If you're Keller, you can make her try to chase something up 0-2. And she does. She chases one high out of the zone for the strikeout. The swing and the miss, and that retires Fisher, and that's out number 1. So Humphreys down at first. That is, you say, Phillips 66. Strikeout there for Keller, and Romrell, who drilled one to the fence her last at bat for a triple, but then was stranded at third, is the batter with Humphreys down at first. And inside, that's ball 1. Ellie Romrell, the batter. Ellie Keller, the pitcher, Humphreys, the runner at first, 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Romrell is going to hit a blue pop fly, and that one is going to fall. Humphreys tagged up, so now she's got to get to second. She doesn't get there in time. She's out at second. So the single, so the pop fly is single, but Humphreys is out because she tagged up too much. If I go part way right there if I'm Humphreys and then come back to first if it's caught. And so 2 outs. Now Romrell is going to steal second. She's in easily. So ball 1 to Michael. Romrell still second easily. So now the go-ahead run is at second, but there's 2 outs. Maddie Michael, the batter. She popped out, she doubled, she struck out, and she's in there right now trying to score the go-ahead run in the top of the 7th inning with Romrell, the speedy freshman, down at second. So a single could score the run here. Now with the runner in scoring position. And Michael takes that one for strike 1. Nice pitch. Keller has really settled in these last couple of innings. She really hasn't given up much. The Bears were up 6-3 at one point. And she has shut the Bears batters down since then. And she gets the swing and the miss there. Gets the swing and the miss. So now the Bears down to their final strike in a tie ball game. We could go to the bottom of the 7, all tied up at 6 if Michael can't work her way out of this 2-strike deficit. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at second is Romrell. She could be going on the pitch. And Michael swings and misses. Keller strikes her out. And the Indians will head to the bottom of the 7th with a chance to win this one with the 2-3-4 batters coming up. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
Jones 0 for 2 with a walk in this game. Romrell, the pitcher, she's thrown 105 pitches through 6 innings. She's still in there now. She's facing the 2-3-4 hitters in the lineup. She walked Jones the first time, struck her out the second time, got her to pop up the third time. Here's a pop up. Looks like it's going to be, oh no. And I think Price lost it in the sun. Should have been an easy pop out. Instead, it's going to go as a single because there was nobody within 3 feet of it when it fell to the ground. I think Price lost it. And what could have, should have been an easy out on the first pitch leads to the winning run at first base now. And ball 1 as Keller, who has had a great day pitching. She gave up some stuff early, but she shut down the Bears recently. Tripled in her first at bat. She's 1 for 3, and that is going to be a foul ball. It's going to get out of play. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody out, winning run down at first base. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop fly into left field, and it's off of DeClark. She's going to drop it. It should be 2 outs. And instead, the winning runner is at second base. So 2 hits that should have been easy outs. And I don't know if, again, DeClark lost that one. And that one hit her glove and came out. So 2 out, nobody out. Winning run at second base, and Brielle Biggs has got a home run in this game already. She's got a home run, a double, and a sacrifice fly. She fouls that one back. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And now a base hit ends this game. It should be 2 outs and nobody on right now. Instead, there's nobody outs and runners at first and second, winning run at second. And this is going to be a game that the Bears are going to feel got away if they can't come back somehow on this one. She gets the called strike right there. So nice pitch by Romrell. But Biggs was down 1 ball, 2 strikes, worked back to a full count before she hit the home run earlier. Let's see what she does here with the 1 ball, 2 strike count. Swing and a foul ball out of play. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Both teams undefeated in district play. We expected nothing less. It's going to be coming down to the final at-bat here, 6-6 in the bottom of the 7th inning. And freshman pitcher Ellie Romrell in the circle. Here's the pitch, ball 2. 2-2. You have a pitch to work with. She missed a little bit more than she wanted to right there. She wanted her to maybe offer an outside pitch. She threw it far enough out there. Biggs just watched it fly by. And so here's the 2-2 pitch again. And she's going to foul that one off out of play. Ooh, nearly took out some spectators over there, but it's just a loud foul ball. So still a 2 ball, 2 strike count. These two battling up there. Romrell would like to win this battle, get it out here, and get past Biggs, who's been big in this game. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that's going to end the game. A double. And that's going to end the game. Your final score, it doesn't matter. They're going to still play it out, but it doesn't matter. Your final score, 7-6. Jones with the RBI double. And honestly, Bears probably would have gotten out there because they got the ball in quickly, but the RBI doubled the line drive down the right field line, and the Bears lose it 7-6 on that could have been just the game-winning one at second base right there with 2 outs if the Bears make some plays early on. And they made some errors. Almost every run scored in this one for the Indians was an error other than the home run. But the Bears drop a heartbreaker as Keller gets the win. Romrell picks up the loss. She gave up the game-winning double. And the Bears drop a heartbreaker. That's all I can say about that one. This was the Bears' game to win. Keller pitched well. Preston hit well. But that was the Bears' game to win. If they don't give up the game-tying run, in fact, if you go clear back to there, it's 6-6 right now. No, it's 6-5 right now, with the game-tying run at second base with nobody out. Right. I mean, with 2 outs. Right. You take out the errors, and I know you can't, but you take out those crucial errors, and the Bears lead it right now 6-5 with the runner at second and 2 outs. And instead, they lose it 7-6 on that nice hit down the line. And the Preston Indians stay undefeated in league play. The Bears fall to 10-4 and pick up their first loss in league play. Bears back in action next week in Bear Lake as they host Snake River on Wednesday. Golfers are in Blackfoot on Monday. Baseball's in Snake River on Wednesday. The track team right now in Shelley. That's what's going on for the Bear Lake sports this rest of the week. Oh, player of the game, still man of the game. It's tough, in a loss to choose a player of the game, but let's look at the box score, see if anything stands out. Crockett had an RBI, and then let's see. The best hitter of the game was Brielle Romrell. She was 3 out of 4. She did have an RBI. Runs scored. Everybody, Bentley Price did score twice. She was 1 out of 2. She had a good defensive play. I don't know. I think Ellie Romrell, even though she was a losing pitcher, she pitched a good game, especially for a freshman in a pressure situation. And she did have the best hitting of the game. She was 3 out of 4. So let's give it to her, Ellie Romrell, your Southeast Idaho Steel man of the game. Southeast Idaho Steel providing you with all of your laser engraving, your crafts, your wood cut signs, your laser cut metal signs, get a hold of them on Facebook. Southeast Idaho Steel. Player of the game, Ellie Romrell. Bears will look to bounce back against Snake River at home on Wednesday, but for now, they dropped their first league game of the season, 7-6 in a heartbreaker here in Preston. Thank you for joining us on the SVI Sports Network. Lisa, thanks for pushing all the buttons and making us look good. And for everybody on the SVI Sports Network in this beautiful afternoon, this is
Lisa Hillier
and